People do know me as the news lady, as they call us. And I recently decided to get some sleep, besides getting up from during the middle of the night, and took a new job within our company, B97.5, WIMZ, Jack FM, Duke FM, sales and marketing. So if anybody needs any help growing their business, I'd be interested in talking with you after the forum. But for now, let's get on with the show, because I know everybody needs to get back to work. Jennifer East, I see you. All right, first of all, we are going to have the candidates, and we're just going to go left to right for this. Basically, state your name, your profession, tell us a little bit about yourself, but you only have about a minute. Please.
I'll do that in a minute. So I'm Dr. Arthur Moore, originally born in Greenville, Tennessee. Left Greenville, much to the chagrin of my father, and went to Vanderbilt instead of the University of Tennessee. Stayed at Vanderbilt and got my undergraduate degree and then my medical degree, and then left Tennessee for a brief while, went up and did my residency and fellowship at the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, Minnesota. Always wanted to come back to East Tennessee. It's like I've told my wife, the mountains really get into your blood. This is where my family still lives. This is where I always wanted to come and raise my two daughters.
Any pets?
I do. I have one golden doodle. Her name is Blossom, and she's the best dog I've ever had.
Thank you, Dr. Moore. Our next candidate.
Hi, I'm Tony Scott. You'll have to forgive me, I'm a little scratchier than normal. I'm a wife and a mother and a former teacher. I'm actually from District 5. I grew up here. My husband's family is from here as well. And we have 3 children that are in the Farragut schools, just like where we were. And we are excited to be running. I'm excited to be running for District 5 Commissioner.
Wonderful. You have teenagers?
I do. We have 2 in the high school. We have a senior and a sophomore, and then we have a 7th grade boy. So our senior will actually be playing baseball at UT next fall. So we're excited to get to watch him, pursue his dream. So Coach Vitella has a great program there.
He does. Thank you very much, Tony Scott. And you are obviously running for
County Commission.
Next, please.
My name is Dale Skidmore. I'm running for Knox County 5th District Commission seat. I am a lifelong East Tennessee resident. I grew up in Jefferson County, but I have been in Knox County now for over 30 years. I'm married. I have 2 children, 13 and 10. My 13-year-old son will keep you on your toes, but my 10-year-old daughter's an angel. I'm a graduate of the University of Tennessee. I have a passion for Knox County. I love this place. I have a vested interest. Professionally, I own my own business in the 5th District. I have an insurance agency, and I've owned that going on 10 years in September. Thank you for having us.
What's your favorite color?
Favorite color? Blue. Should be red. I'm a Republican, but I do like blue.
Okay, next, please.
Good deal. Hey, my name is Brian Walker, also running for County Commissioner District 5. I've been a business owner for over 23 years, primarily in insurance, but over the years I've actually bought and sold some other businesses as well, including property management, real estate. My wife and I owned a martial arts studio for 5 years. I flipped homes. I've actually built homes from the ground up as well. So got a lot of experience in the business world, also in the Chamber of Commerce too, since we're at that meeting. I have worked all the way up from secretary to treasurer to vice chair to chairman of the board. So a lot of business background for myself. I've been married for over 20 years. We have a son who just finished college, and my daughter is a sophomore at Virginia Tech, so she's a Hokie over there, and she is in the Corps of Cadets, which means when she graduates from Virginia Tech, she'll go directly into the Navy as an officer. So we're very proud of her and her accomplishments. As far as that goes, I have 1 dog and 2 cats, Hazel, Larry, and Snoodle. Favorite color is purple. Waiting for the next one. Go ahead.
You miss anything about the Northeast, New Hampshire?
Yeah, so I grew up in New Hampshire. That's where I'm from. A small town, pretty much just like Farragut, right on the river. We're about the same size population, same school system. Moved to Southern California for college, and that's where I met my wife. And then we transitioned over here about 4 years now.
Thank you, Brian Whitaker. Brian Walker, I apologize. Next, please.
Good morning. I'm Lauren Morgan, and I am running for school board in District 5. So I'm going to be the first one to break that chain on the commissioner candidates. I am from Knoxville. I lived here almost my entire life. My husband and I did spend about 2.5 years in the DC metro area. I did my postgraduate work at the University of Maryland. So went to Knox County schools, K through 12, and then I went to the University of Tennessee. After that, like I said, went to the University of Maryland where I did my dietetic internship. So I practiced as a registered dietitian for a while before life brought me in a different direction. So now I run a nonprofit. I'm the director for Project Gabriel. We support women who've lost a baby through pregnancy loss or infant loss. And I am honored that I get to do that. And then my husband told me, and I have 3 kids that are in Knox County schools. They're actually in 3 out of the 4 Farragut schools, which makes it impressive that he and I are both here right now after getting them all 3 dropped off. It's a lot to get 3 schools done in the morning, but my kids are 12, 10, and 8, and my 10-year-old would want me to know that next week is her birthday, so she will be 11. She's a lot closer than 10. She wouldn't want me telling people she's 10. Thank you guys so much for having us. I'm really excited to be running for school board.
And what is the key to having 4 kids and getting yourself like to something this early? What's the key of getting everybody organized and out the door?
Pure chaos, right, Tommy? No, I mean, I think if you went back and saw our house right now, it's going to need a lot of work. But having a supportive spouse for sure, and just knowing that we can make up after school for the things that were said this morning on the way out the door.
Hey, that goes for us single people too. It's chaos.
It's always right.
Next, please.
Good morning, I'm Terry Whitaker, and it's been a long time since I've been to the Farragut Chamber Speaker Series. I used to be very involved in this group. My husband and I have been in Knoxville for roughly 20 years, but over 3 times. I'm originally from Texas. We have 1 daughter who graduated from Farragut High School in 2005. And so it's been a while since I've been involved in the school system, but as a retired teacher, I felt like it was important for me to try to give back. I've always been a believer in public service. And I think if you work in an organization like the school system, that's exactly what you're doing. When we first moved here, I worked for the 82 World's Fair. So had a great time doing that. We have lived all over the country, it seems like. We lived in New Jersey, we've lived in Virginia, we've lived here, as I said, 3 times. We lived in Colorado, and we've lived in Washington State. So I love East Tennessee, and I think supporting public schools is one of the best things people can do.
What was your favorite subject growing up?
History.
History.
Yes, I loved history. And I did a lot of reading about previous presidents and things of that nature. So you would have thought that I would have majored in history, came real close to doing poli-sci, but ended up with education, and then I have an MBA on top of that. So.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.